Welcome, algebra students, to section 7.2, where we're going to talk about multiplying powers. So let's go ahead and get started. So the first example says 3 squared times 3 to the third. Well, let's break this down. First, let's identify 3 squared. What does this mean? Well, this means 3 times itself twice. The base is 3, so that's what we're multiplying. 2 is the exponent, or the power. That's how many times we're going to be multiplying by itself. So it's 3 times 3. Let's look at 3 to the third. 3 is the base, so that's what we're multiplying. How many times? We're going to multiply it by itself 3 times, as indicated by the power. So the result, 3 times 3 times 3 times 3 times 3. What does that equal? Well, we could rewrite it as 3 times 3 times 3 times 3 times 3. That's the same thing as 3 to the 5th power. And we could evaluate that further if we wanted to, but for now, that's fine. Now, what about x squared times x cubed? Same process. Let's first deal with x squared. That's the same thing as x times x. What about x cubed? Same thing as above. We can break this down into x times x times x. How many times are we multiplying x by itself? X times x times x times x times x. X to the 5th power. Do you see a pattern with the exponents, the bases that we're multiplying, and then the result that we get at the end? I hope you do, because we're about to put it to the test. So the prediction. What is 4 to the second times 4 to the third going to be? Take a look at the exponents. Think about it. Think about it. Did you get 4 to the 5th power? I hope so, because if you follow the same process we did above, you get 4 times 4 times 4 times 4 times 4, or 4 to the 5th power. What's the pattern here? Well, what happens if we have 3 to the 4th times 3 to the 3rd? What do you think we're going to get? If you want, you could write it all out. 4 times itself 4 times. Oh, excuse me, 3 times itself 4 times. 3 times itself 3 times. Add up all the 3's that we multiply, and we get 3 to the 7th. The key I just said there is adding all up. Notice that if we add the exponents when we have like bases, that it's going to be the result at the end. Here, 2 plus 3 gave us 5. We added exponents. Here, 2 plus 3 added, we get x to the 5th. 2 plus 3, 3 to the 5th. What's the general rule then? If we have a to the m, a to the m times a to the n, it's going to be equivalent to a to the m plus n. We add exponents, or add the powers together. So make sure you understand this general principle. This is going to make these problems a whole lot more simple.